What's good, YouTube? Because Colby here. So we got one of the replacement requests that Heidi sent in. This is Poets of the Fall, Illusion and Dream live version. Heidi, thanks for sending the replacements in. I wanted to make sure I got the right amount done for you. I really appreciate all of your support. So I wanted to make sure I got all of these done for you. We got some more Poets of the Fall. I really enjoyed the last track that we did by them. It was super deep. Beautiful, beautiful vocals. Amazing vibes. I really loved it. So I'm excited to see what we get with another one. I got the lyrics pulled up. We break those down as always. If you're new here, subscribe for me. If you want to help support the channel, donation links are in the description. Request a song, I'll make the reaction video for you. I also do them for free. Donations are not a requirement. Just want to throw that out there so you don't think that they are, because I also make these videos for free. Excuse me. It's morning, so it's morning. I'm still clearing myself out and waking up and everything. So we're going to get into this for you guys. Thank you for the support. Heidi, thank you for the request. I'm Vakasa Kabi. Fuck those apples. We got Poets of the Fall with a song called Illusion and Dream.
Do you believe in dreams? So do I. So thank you for believing in us for all these 10 years. Look in my eyes, I'll make you see. We're drifting aimlessly, blind in a world of make-believe. You hear them sing their songs of king, not like they agree. I have the need to be discreet. I've got no hand in matters worldly. I hardly care at all. What's going on fails to concern me, 'cause I'm locked behind my wall. But you know what drives me out of my mind.
Before we get into this ascension, into the chorus, I like the build up on this. The lighting is nice too. The way that it's landing on the drums back there, I like. That's a very beautiful frame to freeze on right there. Very empowering right here. There we go. Yes. He's having his moment right there. That's living the dream. He's showing you living his dream in this frame right here, right? That's exactly it. Let me see. Get me a lighter. Yes, this is very nice. I like the finger picking on the guitar, doing finger picking on the electric guitar. Sliding chord shapes. Just like the last one, they were doing that in the last one as well, using some sliding chord shapes. I can see that that's their thing now. After going into the second song, they like those, and I like those too, right? Now, this is going to be deep. I'm not sure 100% where he's going to go with it yet, but I can see the direction a bit from these first like 3 sections. He says, "Look in my eyes, I'll make you see. We're drifting aimlessly, blind in a world of make-believe," right? We live in a world where they cast illusions upon us, especially on the television with commercials and stuff like that, like programming type shit, and the way the advertisements are built to suck you in and make you want to buy things and make you want to consume and everything. And then there's also the side of things where people just believe this shit that is not factually true, right? And you guys know the type of stuff I'm talking about, right? It's unbelievable that we just live in a world that's so plastic and so fake. Even the music isn't real anymore. Like the rawness and the realness of the music is gone. It's like every time I sat down to write a song, I try to craft it out into like the most raw representation of exactly how I'm feeling at that moment as possible, because I see it, the music scene lacking that, every genre in some respects, right? And then you got your few really great ones that stand out and shine and actually have that raw feeling and emotion. But yeah, Even in the music world, that make believe is very, very strong. Said, hear them sing their songs off key and nod like they agree, buying the need to be discreet. Mm. Buying the need to be discreet. Wow. Is that saying like you don't want to be too loud, right? You don't want to hear them sing their songs off key and nod like they agree. It's saying hear them sing the wrong song. They're singing the wrong notes and they're nodding along to this make believe, right? But they're buying the need to be discreet. They're buying into the need to not be viewed as loud, right? And then the ones that are loud, well, we see what happens to the people that actually talk, right? We see how they have to live their lives and the things they have to deal with, and it don't matter what realm of it you're in, you're going to deal with it. If you decide to speak out on things, you're going to have people coming at you from all directions. Sometimes it's something you have to learn to deal with, cope with, whenever it comes to actually using that voice and not being the one buying into the discreet narrative that they try to push people into so that they don't speak out and stuff, right? Said, I've got no hand in matters worldly, I hardly care at all. He says, I'm like spiritual over here. That's what he's saying. This is like on a God thing. I'm on like some God type shit, right? Like we're here on a spiritual level with God. Yeah. hmm Exactly. He says, I don't have any hands in that. At this point, I hardly care at all because, I mean, how are you going to change it by yourself? You have to have a mass movement to really change things. And you can singularly inspire people to implement change into their own lives, and by proxy, that will change the world as a butterfly effect, but you're not directly grabbing everything and changing it yourself, right? Other people have to also make the right choices for the butterfly effect to work, you know? So that's where his like lack of the care for that comes from. He's like, it's in God's hands more than mine. The best I can do is pray for you and give you my guidance as a human to a human, you know? Right, I like that. What's going on fails to concern me because I'm locked behind my wall. But you're also locked in your own walls because you don't want to make yourself vulnerable to people that might have it out for you or to the world that is just very uncaring and dangerous in a lot of instances, you know? It says, but you know what drives me out of my mind. And that's where we get into this part that we're at now. Beautiful right here. I love it.
Out of my mind. Oh, it's whatever makes you see, makes you believe. As we get up out the premonition, need to conceive. Images they sell are illusion and dream. In other words.
Oh, we know quite a few of those. Yep. This is a powerful song right here. This is his way of changing the world. See all those people singing, all the feeling in that crowd, and they take all of these words to heart, and it molds the way they move through their life. That's why we say a lot. You can't fill your mind with that trash ass music all the time. Because it's subliminal at the end of the day. You might not know what your subconscious is spinning around back there, but once it comes to the forefront and you find out, sometimes you don't fucking like it, right? And the music you listen to can actually be a big effect on where you end up with that, you know? Where your subconscious ends up. So you can listen to that stuff if you like the sound of it, but I'm saying like consume good things as well, not just that stuff. you know? You have to make sure there's balance. You can't just consume that shit. Oh, it does stuff to your brain. It really does. It's crazy. It's crazy work. He said, but you know what drives me out of my mind? It's whatever makes you see, makes you believe, and forget about the premonition you need to conceive. It's saying forget about all of the things that you think that you have to do because all you're really here to do is to exist and grow and learn. That's what he's talking about. So just go through it every day. If you want to make songs and you want to make songs all week and put them out. It doesn't matter how many people listen to them. If you affect 5 people, you just changed 5 people's days. Like, do you imagine if you did that in one day in real life? You'd be like, what the hell did I just do? Right? You'd be like, whoa, that was a lot. So it's like the the internet has really fucked up people's perspective on like the way numbers work. Because like if you changed 100 people's day in one day, you would go home feeling baffled with yourself, right? You really would. You'd be like, wow, how the fuck did I pull that off? And then you sit down and figure it out and figure out how to do it again, right? So it's like if you want to do something in your life, just go out there and do it every single day, and don't let the numbers and all that kind of shit that people try to make a big deal affect it. Go out there and do your thing, exist as who you are, break free from the illusion and the dream, and just fucking be you. Like, who cares how many people like it if it's making you happy at the end of the day and you've got other folks that also enjoy it and you're making their day too. That's the most important thing. You don't have to be some grand fucking wizard or like grand maestro, you know? It's ridiculous. People's brains are so fucked up, like, and they don't even realize it. They don't even see it. They really don't. It's crazy work. This is the world we live in. This right here, I like these guys a whole lot, and especially the stuff that he writes about. This opens up a lot of conversation doors, man. Beautiful right here.
If I speak ill, please humor me. I won't rant out endlessly. Just thought I'd try to make you see
There you go.
that it doesn't solve a thing to dress it in a pretty gown. Stone will not need you to guess if we're still going to drown. So you know what drives me out of my mind.
Back into the chorus here.
Yes, whatever makes you see, makes you believe, and forget about the premonition. Need to conceive the images they sell are illusion and dream. In other words, dishonesty.
Nice. This is really, really awesome. I love the approach that he took to this specific topic right here. It's really about being real to yourself and not letting the world mold you with their illusions and their things that they cast at you, right? Because believe me, they be doing that. People don't want to believe it, but that's exactly what's happening to them, unfortunately. He said, if I speak ill, please humor me. I won't rant on endlessly. I just thought I'd try to make you see. That's the whole second verse. Beautiful. Beautiful. See how you barely have to say anything to really say a lot sometimes? And I love that about these songs you guys request. He's just saying, if I'm speaking badly about something, entertain the idea of it. Because I'm not the type to rant on and on and on. I'm not a complainer. I actually love life. That's what he's saying, right? I just thought that I would try to help you see this picture, right? Whether you grab it or not is on you. But humor me. Don't make fun of me. That's what he's basically saying. Don't think that I'm bad. Don't think this is with bad intentions. And also, don't make fun of me for viewing things differently in the world, right? And then it goes back into that chorus again. We have also this bottom section right here, a couple more lines. It doesn't solve a thing to dress it in a pretty gown, he said. I like this right here. He threw the thing over his shoulder at that part, which makes sense to why he had it there now, right? That was a really, really smart thing to do with the imagery of the stage show. He said, it doesn't solve a thing to dress it in a pretty gown. A stone will not need you to guess if you're still going to drown. A stone will not need you to guess if you're still going to drown. He's saying you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, so you might as well just cast the stone out and let the ripple effect happen. He's saying, so just hear me out, because we're damned if we do and we're damned if we don't at this point with the way things are, right? And the way the world has turned out. He's like, so just entertain this idea with me. I'm not going to talk your ear off. Just entertain it and maybe try to see a little bit what I'm talking about, because dressing this all up to be pretty and as something fake that it isn't ain't gonna solve no problems. That's what he's saying. Beautiful right here.
So can you name your demon? Understand its scheming. Raise my glass and say, here's to you. But can you chase that demon? Will the fucker take your freedom? Raise my glass and say, here's to you. I've got no hand in matters worldly. I don't care at all. What's going on fails to concern me. 'Cause I'm locked behind my wall. But you know what drives me out of my mind. It's whatever makes you see.
This is a really catchy song. Like, I love that they weren't scared to just put a fuck ton of verses in it. It just carries on the message so well to separate it up like that. It gives it more vibes when you get to the new parts that he's saying stuff he hasn't said yet in. And then the repeated sections, they took that bridge from the beginning and used that again the next time around, but they skipped it the last time, right? I like the structure of it. I like that they're going with an unbalanced kind of structure. They did that in the last one as well. They did that in the last song as well. That's just kind of their thing, is what I'm noticing, and I like it. He said, so can you name your demon? Understand its scheme, and I raise my glass and say, here's to you. Can you chase your demon? And he said, he made it explicit for the live performance. The lyric sheet says, or will it take your freedom? But here he said, or will that fucker take your freedom? And I like that. He put emphasis on it for the live performance. He said, I raise my glass and say, here's to you. He's saying, are you going to choose to hang out with your demon? Whatever that is, that this world has beaten into you, that draws you down in life and makes it so that you can't get to the next place you're trying to get and shit like that, feeling stuck and feeling lost? Are you gonna let the propaganda and let the brainwashing keep you in that stuck state of existence? Or are you gonna break free and say, fuck that demon, take your freedom back? He says, I raise my glass and say, here's to you either way, because I'm not the one that's supposed to be here to judge, right? That's what he's saying. Because it goes back to the beginning where he's talking about not being invested too much in the worldly matters, more spiritual and stuff like that for him, right? So this is a crazy song. So many tie-ins with the message of it and everything. Very, very well done. I love this right here.
Makes you believe and forget about the premonition. You need to conceive the images they settle on illusion and dream. In other words, dishonesty. So whatever makes you see, I forget. The images they settle on illusion and dream. In other words, dishonesty.
Nice. Love that. Nice. That drummer's going in. I love it. Probably got an ag coming.
5 shortcuts
Yeah.
to building an online business fast.
First, I used Fiverr to find an amazing web
Get to
designer
this
who brought my
tip.
vision.
Boop. There we go. Temple of Thought. Boop. Here we go. I really, really fucking like this. I like this a whole fuck ton. This is so good. Just want to appreciate. I've got no hand in matters worldly. I hardly care at all. What's going on fails to concern me because I'm locked behind my wall. But you know what drives me out of my mind? It's whatever makes you see, makes you believe, and forget about the premonition you need to conceive. That the images they sell are illusion and dream. In other words, dishonesty. So whatever makes you see, makes you believe, right? Man. Whatever makes you see, makes you believe is a very true statement. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love stuff like this. I don't have much else to say. I said it all while we were breaking down the lyrics. I just think that this is fantastic. And this was a great, great request to use as a replacement, Heidi. Very, very great replacement. I wasn't anticipating to get into a super, super deep dive first thing in the morning for myself, right? But we like it like that. I like starting my days off with stuff like this. It gets your brain going, super early. I got stuff to do today, so it's good to have that brain movement going now. I had to really think my way through this one. He wasn't cryptic about it. It was just a lot to unpack. I wanted to put it into the right words, you know? So I appreciate this, Heidi. This was fucking amazing right here. We got pop us a like on these boys. Video right here. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love this. Y'all, go show love to Poets of the Fall. Subscribe to them. Original video will be in the description. As always, if you want a request done, let me know. If you want to help support the channel, donation links are in the description. I appreciate everybody that helps out. You guys have been a great support in the last couple years of my life, and I really don't know what I would be doing with myself if I wasn't getting on here and trying to spread some positivity out to you guys. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. I just try to get on here and find messages in these songs that I think are beneficial for us to talk about. And that's why I dive into these lyrics the way that I do. And we really found some good stuff in this one. So thank you, Heidi. I appreciate your request. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to get out of here. I'm Vakasa Kavi. Fuck those apples. Leave a like, comment, subscribe up this way. Bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next ones. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.